Broadcasting from our studio in Ocala, Florida, I'm Brody Barcode.
I'm Ryan James.
And welcome to The Parlor,
show on the road.
your hub for independent art and entertainment, as well as a platform to showcase independent artists and entertainers abroad. Now that's gourmet.
And speaking of gourmet, we're talking gourmet reviews here today, people.
Tasty.
Absolutely. Fresh brewed, ready to go, Last American Horror Show Volume 2 by Michael S. Rodriguez. It is kind of a creep show feel. If you've ever seen the movie Creep Show 2, or those types of films that have a series of vignettes wrapped around another story, this is one for you. And especially if you enjoyed them. And if you didn't, you should watch it anyway because it's pretty sweet.
It's actually really well put together.
Yes.
Between Michael Rodriguez working with Montgomery Dodson and Rick Vasquez. Kudos to all three of you guys. This movie was really legit. I've seen it like 3-4 times now. And
I've seen
really
it twice. I've seen it twice, and it was well worth the watch both times.
Yeah.
The first time for research, this time it was a lot more laid back with grabbing the pieces that we missed whenever we tried recording this last week. But that's okay. Speaking of things getting better as you watch them, this film really does it. It starts off in a prison, and the story behind this is called Killer Callahan Meets a Monster. Callahan is on death row. He's waiting his turn, and he's just being the lone wolf, so to speak. A trustee walks by with books and offers to read him a story, and he goes, okay. Which brings us to our vignettes. The vignettes start off with Countdown, which Nicole Ashley is part of it, and is a very...
She did a fantastic job.
Absolutely, and it was very much what you have said, a date night type of a feel?
Yeah, this movie definitely I could see it as that fun, crazy horror / date night type of movie.
Yeah.
Of course, being in vignette fashion, it was really fantastic. Definitely, they were definitely able to hit all the marks within this film.
Absolutely.
Taking you on a bit of a roller coaster there with our main character and getting the text messages.
Yes. And, you get that creepy stalker kind of a vibe out of things, and you're not really sure what's going to happen next. And the next thing you know, we're back in the prison. And getting more of the story and a little bit more background of Killer Callahan. And we move on to the next one, which was Dine In, Die Out. It's a very simple story, but very intriguing,
Humorous.
Oh, yes. I mean, we've seen this type of story before in magazines and newspaper ads. Like, the wife chops up the husband and feed him to the cops. But the way it was executed was very, very nice. It was a lot of fun. Daniel Schwiger played the lead in that. And he definitely played a disgruntled worker, just doing whatever he needed to do, and just said...
He did a great job getting under your skin.
Oh, he did. He did. The costuming and the sound design on the film as a whole was wonderful. Some of it felt a little campy, but if that's what they were going for, kudos to them, because it brought back some nostalgia in my case.
Absolutely.
But some of the ones that I thought shined more was Reformation and Jack Incarnate. Yeah. Reformation wraps around this occult that is, I guess, I want to say aliens of sorts, but I really can't say. I mean, it's something supernatural and kidnapping of pure people.
Yeah, and I mean, with this film vignette, I don't know why I go back to Blood Feast. I go back to Hotel Hell, and for some reason, if I could see those two films in a double feature format, I could see Reformation right there as like this appetizer, just leading into
100%.
And obviously it's not exact to either of those films, but it just that feel and that vibe and that grit.
Agreed.
It was really really well executed, and Giovanna Casanova, she did an incredible job.
Yeah, and with this one also, Michael Rodriguez jumped in front of the camera to play the sheriff, and he did a very great job. I mean, he was one that you weren't annoyed with when you're seeing on screen. We all have had those characters where it's like, oh God, really? But he was great at what he did.
Kudos to you, brother.
Absolutely,
you did a great job.
And Michael Rodriguez, if you guys do not know, is a friend of ours who we've had an interview with. So you ought to check out his interview. He does independent horror films, effects, makeup, and just effects for films in general. And he's just a really great guy.
Very down to earth.
And with him being on screen, Mike Ferguson, who played Killer Callahan, Giovanna Casanova, Lynn Lowry, who played in The Dark Lullaby, Nicole Ashley, Mel Novak is in this.
Stick, the assassin.
That's
from Bruce
right.
Lee's Game of Death.
Donna Hamblin, Maria Olsen, D.T. Carney, and Daniel Schwager. Kudos to you guys. It looks like you guys had a lot of fun doing it. It's kind of hard to portray that in a horror film, but it's one of those, you guys seemed like you were very, very comfortable in the roles that you guys were in. Total props.
Yeah, like I said, once again earlier, I mean, this film, it really is very well rounded.
Absolutely.
And very well put together. Going back to the Killer Callahan Meets a Monster, I felt like that was the solid glue, foundation, backbone to this entire film. And Mike Ferguson, Mr. Mel Novak, you guys executed it fantastically.
Definitely. One of our other favorites was a spin-off of the Jack the Ripper case named Jack Incarnate. The character Jacqueline, played by Maria Olsen, kind of has a revenge out on like the Mary Kellys, the Elizabeths out there, the streetwalkers, and for her own reasons has her own portrayal in a Jack the Ripper facade. And it's it's such a good twist, in my opinion. The roller coaster was good to make you feel comfortable, and yet also like give you that little bit of edge. It's like, oh crap, we know something's about to happen. Worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. And after watching this a few times as I did, sitting back looking at it, man, that could be a fantastic limited series in my book.
Oh yeah, to give some more background.
I mean, just to give in the background to what they were talking about, and how far she had come along to get to that point to where she was at, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was a really exciting, kept you right there on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Right through that whole story.
One of the most complex stories in all of it, in my opinion, was The Dark Lullaby. Although, to me, technical-wise, felt a little too dark, like with the black and white. Not like, oh, it was dark mood. No. It was, like, visibly dark for me, even with turning up the brightness. But the story, although complex, I had to watch it a second time to get it a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it made more sense to me.
Yeah.
Giovanna Casanova, once again, another role in the vignettes. She did a very good job in this one as well, playing a killer. And Donna Hamblin, and slips my mind of who the other lady was in it. But Donna Hamblin's character, kind of playing it safe, playing it by herself, really made you feel like, okay, she's not crazy, and you can tell that she holds on to a lot of things from her past too close to heart to where she winds up accepting it at the end. Or accepting the new terms at the end.
Yeah, it definitely it definitely was a slow burn.
Oh yes,
Type of story, but as it all finally unfolds, it definitely plays out very well executed, very very grit.
Oh yes.
Crossing those lines into that realm of the paranormal.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. The more I watch it, the more I get more engrossed with it, and I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed it the first time I watched it. Enjoyed it the second time I watched it, and I know I'm going to pop it in again at some point whenever I get back from vacation. It's going to be awesome. And thank you, Michael Rodriguez, for allowing us to pre-screen this. If we hadn't already said it before, the release date is still uncertain. We haven't seen any posts about it, but it's going to be worth it whenever it comes out. If you're a fan of independent horror, independent film in general, go find your favorite actors, give them a shout out, tell them how good of a job that they're doing. Find your directors, give a total props to them. Also, check out our interview with Michael Rodriguez and drop us a line. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think about him. Anything would definitely be well received for our patrons that have joined us here in the parlor and ourselves as well. So we want to thank you guys for watching this. Hopefully you enjoyed our quick review. And I'm Ryan James.
I'm Brody Barcode.
You have a happy one, everybody.